It is day 5 of posting a YouTube video every single day until I make my first 1K from this YouTube channel. Currently, we're at 777 subscribers. That means that in the last 5 days, we've gained 40 subscribers. So that's not bad. Our first video has seen almost 500 views now. And so we're seeing some growth little by little. YouTube requires that you hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in order for your page to get monetized. And so that's what I'm working on right now. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow along. I'm going to keep you guys updated on how it's going growing the YouTube channel, as well as keeping you guys updated with running my businesses. If you're new to the channel, my name is Spencer Weber. I've been running my own businesses for the last 3 years now. I love business, and at this channel, we're going to be talking about business, investing, entrepreneurship, money, setting goals, and stuff like that. So if any of that interests you, be sure to hit the subscribe button because you won't want to miss it. The last couple days, I've been sharing tips about the very first things that you can do to start a business if you're in the process of starting one. A couple days ago, I shared that you should get a business bank account because keeping your business money and your personal money separate is a great thing to do at the very beginning when you're starting your business. Yesterday, my thought of the day was keeping good records. I talked about the Excel spreadsheet I use to keep track of my sales, and the more organized you are, then the better your business is going to thrive and the more you can grow. So those were my thoughts the last couple days. In today's video, I'm going to share a few thoughts on different types of businesses that you can start and the pros and cons of those different types of businesses. So the type of business that I run is I buy and sell couches online. And so the majority of the couches I sell are used. I live in a town where there's a college, so there's a lot of people moving in and out. And so for the people that are moving away, I get their couches for a really good deal. And then for the people that are moving in, I sell them the couches for a little more. And I've been doing that for 3 years now. So that type of business is selling a physical product, right? And so that's the first type of business that you could start. You could sell physical products. Now the pros and cons of that type of business, the pros are that when you sell a product, there's not a lot of time tied to that sale. So for example, once you list the item for sale, you're kind of just waiting, and then when someone comes along to buy it, it doesn't take that much time to get the thing sold most of the time. And so when you compare that to a service type of business, like a service like mowing someone's lawn, you can only do that so fast. You know, you can only do so many of those in a day. But with a product-based business, it seems like if you can get something that sells a lot, then you would have time to sell quite a bit in a day if you have a product type of business. Some cons of having a product-driven business is that you have to manage an inventory. It costs more money up front to buy your inventory. You have to have a place to store your inventory. A lot of that costs money, and depending on what the product is, you may need a large amount of space. Like for example, I sell couches. I have a little warehouse where I store about 30 couches, and so that takes up quite a bit of space, you know. But if you're selling something smaller, like a fidget spinner, then you don't need that much space to have a big inventory. So those are some pros and cons of having a product-driven business. Now the next type of business, like I mentioned earlier, is a service-based business. This is stuff like mowing lawns, washing windows, pest control, stuff like that. Here are some pros and cons of service-based businesses. The pros are that a lot of services can be set up to be recurring. So you can set them up on a schedule so you can do that service for that same person over and over. And so once you find a customer, generally if they're a loyal, good customer, and if you take good care of them, you can make money from them over and over and over again. As opposed to a product type of business, a lot of products, it's just kind of a one-time sale. It might be hard to sell that same person multiple things. Like with couches, I sell a couch to someone and then they're good for a while. I'm not going to make money off of them every month or anything. But if you run like a pest control business, you could set someone up on a quarterly or monthly plan and you could get paid from them very regularly. So that's pretty cool. Another thing that I like about service-based businesses is you can really build a relationship with the customer. And the customer chooses you because of the quality of work you provide. With a product, it's more about the product. You know, yeah, you have to run a good business, but as long as the product's good, you're going to be selling. But with the service, you can really build a relationship with your customer, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, some cons about a service-based business is that a lot of times there is a little more competition because some of these have a lower barrier to entry. You know, it's not that hard to go start a window cleaning business. You buy 20 bucks worth of stuff and you're off. And so, you know, there are some cons about starting a business that's easy to start because there's going to be more and more people doing it. So those are two main types of businesses. I would say one other category of business is an online based business. This can be kind of a mix of those other two types, but I think we live in a day and age where so many people are online and so many business transactions are being done online these days. And so I think that's really important to consider. You know, how can I incorporate the internet with my business to help me get more sales, get more clients, and so on. And so I just wanted to give you guys a few things to think about, which type of business you want to start, because there's pros and cons to each different type, and ultimately it boils down to what you want to do every day and how you feel like the potential can be with that specific business opportunity and how passionate you are about it. And so thanks for watching today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow because we're going to be posting a video every single day this week, all the way up until this channel gets monetized and when I make my first 1K. So yeah, thanks for watching.